What's up, guys? Scotty2Hockey here, aka the Average Hockey Fan, once again, with part 3 of Trade or No Trade, where Montreal Canadiens fans suggest trades on Twitter, and I give my opinion on whether or not I think the Montreal Canadiens should or should not make that trade. And up first, at Mitpuncher on Twitter, he says, Hudon, Kulak, Mitt Puncher Sr. I don't know if that makes a difference or not. He says, Hudon, Kulak, and a second round pick for Nick Leddy from the New York Islanders. For this one, I'm going to have to say yes. Kulak is a great young D-man, and I feel Hudon still has potential. But Nick Leddy is a massive upgrade to Kulak on the left side of the defense, where Montreal was very weak last year. And we all know that Hudon isn't going to crack the roster this year. The team is just too good. If it was 2017, 2018, he'd probably make the team again. But this year, I just don't see it. And as for the second round pick, in my mind, that would be what makes it a fair trade, because Kulak and Hudon combined alone aren't worth what Nick Leddy is. But you throw in that second round pick, which could end up being a valuable player down the road for the New York Islanders after they draft him. We all know, have seen the steals that come from the second round in the past few years. That second round pick could be valuable, so in my mind, it evens out the trade. Can you imagine a Nick Leddy, Ben Sherratt, and Victor Mete left side of the defense, along with a Shea Weber, Jeff Petrie, and say a Christian Folin or a Cale Fleury on the right side, or a Josh Brooks? I can, and it would be absolutely awesome. Up next, we have Paul B. He says, for the next one, can you do Jonathan Drouin and Charles Hudon for Jonas Brodin and Victor Rask? And he also commented on another comment saying that Minnesota would have to retain 25% of Rask's contract, I believe it is. I don't know what the exact cap hit is, but he said he would like to see Minnesota retain some of the contract as well, because Rask and Brodin both had down years. To this one, personally, I'm going to have to say no, but only due to the fact Rask and Brodin really did have down years last year. Both, in my mind, would be depth players in Montreal. We need to upgrade our top six and our left side of the D. And Rask, although he is a big-bodied 6'2" physical center, he only had 9 points in 49 games last year. And that isn't enough in my mind to make me think he can be a top 2 center in Montreal and upgrade our top six. And as for Brodin, he's a talented left-handed defenseman who had 18 points in 82 games last year, but was a minus 15. And in his career, he's a plus 32. So it was really a down year for him as well, although I think he is a good player. I do like the trade, but I don't think personally it helps the Montreal Canadiens. I just don't feel it's worth it for a guy like Jonathan Drouin. Up next, we have Talking Hives, my good buddy at Talking Hives with Rick. Check out his YouTube channel, great guy. He says Charles Hudon, Mike Pekka, and a fourth round pick for Tyler Toffoli. To this one, I'm definitely going to have to say yes. I really like Toffoli's game, and despite a down year with only 34 points last year, and the fact he was a minus 9, he has shown he can be an effective top 6 right wing, and he would be a good replacement for Andrew Shaw, in my opinion. He's good defensively, too. He had 24 goals and 27 assists in 2017 and 18, and has scored over 20 goals 3 times in his career, and even had 30 goals in 2015, the year after he won the Cup. He's a proven winner and a Stanley Cup champ from 2013-2014, that season with LA. So yeah, I think this would be a good trade. But I feel Montreal may have to give up another late pick, or at least turn that fourth round pick into a second round pick. Matthew Pekka is a talented young center with a ton of potential who I think could crack LA's lineup in the future. And Hudon can possibly thrive in another less pressure market like LA. In 2017-2018, he did have 30 points after all, and he can score goals. So I'm really thankful for the suggestions, guys. Some of these trades are a bit far-fetched on a few of my videos I've done. Some of them sound like they're really good trades that the Montreal Canadiens could potentially make. But either way, I love the suggestions, and I appreciate all the positive feedback I've been getting lately, guys. So let me know what you think. Suggest some more trades on Twitter. Hit me up at Scotty2Hockey on Twitter. Feel free to comment any trade that you think the Montreal Canadiens should make, and I will give my personal opinion on it for sure. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Of course, have a great day. And if you want to, if you have the time, check me out on Patreon at Scotty2Hockey. Have a great day, folks.